I find charter schools seem to be doing well, and they are born out of a thing that I'm not sure how they're able to overcome it. Now, the enemy, the Antichrist, has undermined the education to the extent where folks educated but they don't have a clue what's going on, and that's classic. You'd be able to get them to do things that if they were, really educated, they would avoid. I mean, going to the Middle East in this war thing over there. If anybody had some sense, if they had sense, they would try that because you can't win over there. History has shown you don't win over there. And of course, you have modern technology, but it's just like old technology. They have modern things too. I mean, I don't know if they used to do suicide bombings back then and roadside bombings. So high tech, they have high tech too. And as I said, God probably is protecting them. So that that's what the enemy is doing by dumbing down the education. So now, up comes the charter schools, and they seem to be doing well. And they'll take a child from a school that wasn't doing well, and then take them, and they seem to be doing well. How can you explain that? I mean, these parents here seem to be very much interested in this child's education, and it's obviously that they will, have them doing some work at nights, and especially if they're foreigners, they have to put in almost 20 hours a week in studying. And they're gonna promise them, well, son, you'll get into Yale, Harvard, wherever. You're going to university, let's go. And they seem to be seriously motivated. How can we motivate them in the other schools, though, in the public schools? Well, I don't know what motivation to use in this. I mean, the old time motivation of the rod, the spanking was good. I mean, people want to argue that modern times and all the psychological this and that and whatever, but just get the job done. And what I find is that taking corporal punishment out of schools and saying that it's all one love, no problem. These are the kids who go there and challenge the police because they figure out like it's authority, it's just like in school. When they tell you stop, you don't have to stop because they can't do nothing. Or they're gonna shoot you, they're gonna tase you, they're gonna use that mace on you, they're gonna bust you out of that baton, they're gonna push that little ball at the end of the baton in your ribs. They're gonna beat you up and or kill you. So I mean, to me, if you have the threat in school and you submit to that threat in school, then it's easier for you to submit to the cops on the street. And also to get the work done. I mean, if a student comes to school and they do the homework, tell you the dog do the homework, and if what can you do to them? Put them into detention, get them time out and all this stupid stuff. You don't get away with that. And then they're watching how foreign students are performing better than first world students. Well, they have ways of disciplining the kids, and the parents show solidarity with the teachers to get the job done. In advanced countries, they could take it to court and get some money and so on. And it's like, yes, but by and large, it's this society that lose. The school doesn't perform well. Then now they come back and saying the teachers need to be evaluated because they're not showing results. I mean, how can you get a children to do what needs to be done? They have to study. They have to come having studied or be familiar with the topics and the issues and the math that you're going to be doing. I know that at school. I have friends who study they do every math in the chapter. So anyone you come with, they had practice with it, and they're going to get score half. Now the parents are going to spank them at home if they don't, and the teachers are going to spank them if they're not doing well. So they have no other choice than to perform. And so now they're saying that the church schools are not, the enrollment is kind of low. I guess it's a part of the corruption here in some of them and the various other things they're doing that, and then, the public schools is always the better place because the government knows where they want to take students and where the next generation of technologies and other things will be. Now, of course, you would say that the private schools and the charter schools could also find that out. But they might want to take some shortcuts and avoid all this and just get to the chase. There you go. I prefer the public schools. I prefer to be homeschool and at least chartered special schools. I'd rather to be in the regular schools. I mean, I could take on the harassment by fellow students. I could, discipline myself and get the work done and so forth. And so, whatever is going to work for the nation and to make our students, perform better and so provide for that. And if charter schools could do the job, get it done. If the public schools could get it done, get it done. If other private schools could get it done, let it get it done. Get it done is the key.